The college football countdown is taking closer and closer to zero, and the LSU Tigers are looking to take back over. But with the player dating the coach's daughter and the coach having his own dating problems, can they really return to that 2019 form and win a natty while smoking that BK pack? But to begin, let's start with the hottest name all offseason, Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin brings everything, guys. Lane Kiffin's one of my favorite coaches. He's probably my favorite. I'm going to be honest. I'm a big Lane Kiffin fan. The dude is a mastermind. The dude is funny. The dude has aura. He has swag. I know we're skipping to the last point here, but dude, Lane Kiffin, he's that dude. He's that dude. Let's be real. Lane Kiffin's that dude. He's an elite offensive mind. He's had Ole Miss the best they've ever been offensively. I mean, even defensively in a way, they're the best overall they've been ever. First 10-win season for Ole Miss, and he's been atop of the SEC in offense every year. He has enormous pull in the transfer portal. Not afraid to spend money. Obviously, that's why he went to LSU. He wants to spend that big money, and he will spend that money on a great surrounding coaching staff as well. We'll dive into the rest of those coaches a little bit later, but we're going to dive right into the players leaving, and then we'll get right into this team this year. So the players leaving. On offense, you have your quarterback leaving, LSU fans. But I bet you're happy because Garrett Nussmeier was trash, in my opinion. This dude was garbage. And I think LSU is going to be better without him. I think they're going to be better without him. Big Nuss at the helm. But big loss in Emory Jones at offensive tackle. Lose him in the draft this year. Aaron Anderson, another one of their top weapons from last year. But defense is where they're losing their star power. Mansur Delaney and Harold Perkins. Harold Perkins was kind of that freshman big boom, and he was hurt for the rest of his college career. Didn't have that big standout that he had his freshman year. Still good. He still has good potential. Harold Perkins can still be a really good player. Savion Jones, another good producing edge, but Mansur Delaney was the star of that defense last year. Sucks to lose him, but like I said, Lane Kiffin's not afraid to spend the money. So they replaced what they got, whatever left, they got it back. Jordan Seaton, one of the best recruits of all time. He might even be the best. I don't know. Fact check that. But I know for sure he's one of the best recruits of all time. The best transfer, I'm pretty sure, this year. Came to LSU. Best quarterback. He might have actually been the best recruit. Sam Levitt, Jordan Seaton, they're one of them were the best. Sam Levitt, best quarterback in the transfer portal for sure. Spent the bag, got Sam Levitt to come over. Sam Levitt's going to fit this offensive perfectly. Eugene Wilson, man, I love Eugene Wilson, but can he stay healthy is the question. Eugene Wilson has unlimited talent, but we'll see if he can stay on the field. Defense, Todd Benefield is the big one here, I think. Prince William Manlian, I think I said that right, actually. I didn't think I could get it like that. Manlian, I definitely didn't say it right there. And I think I forgot the first name the first time, so I don't think I said it right. But Todd Benefield, really, really good safety. Steph Green, a big body, a D tackle. Prince Will, really good edge coming in from Ole Miss. This is one of LSU or Ole Miss or Lane's kid player, so he's going to fit into the. He's going to fit. He's going to have a place. He's a really good edge. I mean, he came in. I think he had almost double-digit sacks last year, maybe even double-digit sacks. Todd Benefield, really good safety though. Steph Green, really good D tackle. Really good transfers that they got in this year. Charlie Weiss Jr. is Lane's right-hand man, and the dude's only getting better. And, I mean, he was already good before, obviously, but he's only gotten better, and now he's proven with this playoff run that they just went on, of what they did on offense. Now, I get a lot of that comes with Trinidad star power, but still, I mean, you can't take that away from Charlie Weiss leading Ole Miss to those playoff wins, even though one was against Tulane. I get it. But still, really good wins against some top-tier talent in the playoffs. And then he's also just a great match for Lane's style of play. Lane likes to run the ball a lot, but he likes to have style points in the pass game. And Charlie Weiss fits that perfectly. A really good pass game, really good run game, really good in the RPO game. I mean, this guy's got everything. Him and Lane are just like, they're two masterminds. They fit perfectly. and that fits right into this right here. The talent and offensive minds for this offense are just off the charts. I feel like this offense is going to click immediately. The talent is so insane. We already went over the people they brought in with Sam Levitt and Eugene Wilson right there. But they have a star tight end with Trey'Dez Green, RB duo with Caden Durham and Harlan Berry this year. Caden Durham last year, man, as a freshman, popped off. Really good piece. J.C. Brown they brought in the transfer portal. This team spent a lot in the portal on in the trenches. They rebuilt their trenches on offense, built their receiver core, built their quarterback, helped their running back room. I mean, this team really reloaded in the portal. And that just comes with LSU and Lane Kiffin now, because Lane Kiffin, he's going to spend that money because he wants the players that's going to fit his scheme, and even his defensive coach's scheme. And he's not, and like I said, he's not afraid to spend the money. That's why he went to LSU. But I think this offense is going to dominate early, and I don't think they're not going to come off the brakes at all this season. So they might have a couple games where they might not look the greatest. They might be off a couple games. But with Lane Kiffin, Charlie Weiss, and this star power, man, I just can't see them even missing a step. Like, I feel like they're going to come out week one, and they might 40-ball Clemson week one. Like, that's how I'm feeling on this. And Lane, Lane, he wants to make a point. So if LSU has any chance to go out there and 40-ball Clemson, they're going to do it. But let's get on with the defense. Blake Baker, man. I can't believe he returned to LSU. Honestly, this dude could have easily been a head coach at a lot of schools. Maybe he just didn't get an offer he wanted. He's going to hold out, probably have a great year at LSU this year. They have a great talent on this defense. We'll get into it right after this. But the thing about Blake Baker, he's building an identity for that defense. The Bayou Bandits, people are saying it right now. Again, in the defense he has is just active. They get after the ball, and he's been having great development. Players he's coming through his system are really thriving, like Wick Weeks, for example. Really, really good player at linebacker right there in Wick Weeks. But Blake Baker, man, he's been phenomenal for LSU, man. That's the simplest way to put it. In every asset on defense, he's brought them from bottom tier defense to top. He's top tier. Like, he shaved like 10 points and almost 100 yards from like in the matter of 2 or 3 years. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's crazy development. Crazy stats to even think about. Now, the people that are going to be playing with them, I like the offense, completely reshaped by the portal. Lost a lot of people, leaving with Brian Kelly, just leaving or getting kicked out by Lane Kiffin, bringing it because Lane Kiffin and Blake Baker are bringing in the people they want and need. But like I just said, this defense has been steadily improving. Now the talent is just going to be steadily improving, and that only means one thing: a dominant defense. They have the talent to be the top SEC defense again. And the players that they have, Wick Weeks, especially with Wick Weeks as the leader, dude, the players are going to match Blake Baker's aggressiveness. They're going to be able to get to the ball. They're going to be able to play really aggressive, play the aggressive man coverage Blake likes to play. And I think this defense, they're going to be elite. And you mix that with an elite offense, what does that mean, It only means one thing: dominance. And could mean a title, you know what I'm saying? But in this schedule they have, it's very hard to predict just because there's a lot of wishy-washy teams. You have Clemson on there, but, I mean, is Clemson going to be good? And that one's at home. That's a good game to have at home. But then, week 3, you go on the road to Ole Miss. That's a tough game. How good is Ole Miss going to be without Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss? Who knows? They still got Trinidad. But playing Ole Miss, Texas A&M, break Memphis, come back with Kentucky. How good is Kentucky going to be? They just got their new coach, new quarterback. But how good are they really going to be? So the first half of the schedule, I mean, other than Ole Miss and Texas A&M, you're looking Ole Miss, Texas A&M. That's a tough back-to-back. But other than that, that's a pretty decent first half, especially for an SEC schedule. Second half is where it gets rough. You started off with Mississippi State at least, but then you got to go to Auburn. Auburn just got their new coach and quarterback. looking really, really good. That's the thing about Kentucky and Auburn. They have their new coaches and quarterback, but how good can they really be? We don't even know yet. We just have to find out when we get there. But going to Auburn is no joke, no matter how good they are. And then the next week you got to play Alabama, and then the next Texas, and then the next you got to go to Tennessee. That is a crazy 4-game stretch right there, and that's when we're going to find out who LSU really is. And like I said, this is not the hardest schedule. Still very challenging, and with that 4-game stretch and the back-to-back with Ole Miss and A&M, like things could get rough for LSU quick. But I think they have the talent to make it past that, make it to the playoffs. I think they have the talent. They should be the second best team this year, in my opinion. I think this is the second best team with LSU. Sam Levitt, I know, didn't look the greatest last year, but dude, he played 7 games. He went to the playoffs the year before that. So, and like I said, he played 7 games. I mean, the stats are not the greatest, but they're still pretty good. And dude, the talent increase he's going to now, and I'm not going to say the system is too much better because I don't want to shit on Dillingham, but the talent increase is crazy. So with that comes, can Lane beat Signetti? And dude, I think if the moon is shining just right on that night they play, I think Lane can win. I think Lane can, on certain days, Lane can outcoach these best coaches, but Lane has had these times where he's just shit the bed. Like the game against Florida, Jackson Darts last year, I get that's a lot on Jackson Dart. It's not really on Lane Kiffin, but Jackson Dart really shit the bed against Florida that year. And even last year, leaving Ole Miss, that's still disappointing. Can Lane overcome that disappointing loss at the end of the season? We'll find out. We'll even reach Signetti. I think the playoffs are so hard to predict once you get to the playoffs because the playoffs are a lot about luck now. With that many games, and that you need a little bit of luck. It's not all about who's the best team. You need I don't know. Indiana kind of disproved that. They were just a better team every game. Well, even though the back shoulder throws, that's a little bit of luck. I mean, obviously there's talent involved in it. A little bit of luck. You need some luck to win these. And I'm thinking with a little bit of luck, LSU can win it all this year. I'm going to be honest. That's how I'm feeling about this team. Maybe I'm a little biased because I'm such a big Lane Kiffin fan. But, dude, Lane Kiffin's a baller, and him at LSU is scary as a non-LSU fan, I'm going to be honest. But if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try to drop my AFC playoff predictions really, really soon. And then right after that, we're going to go right back in Notre Dame for Are They Legit series. So, yeah, hope to see you in the next one.